joined by Twan. It is Twan, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can say that.
Yeah. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. How's it going? You doing all right?
Yeah, of course. Just came back from the live trade, so
Uh,
excited to see the race.
yeah. An international superstar, aren't you? You just come back from like international sports. That's amazing, that is.
Yeah, I want to be a bit careful saying such things.
Well, do you think there's
I
some?
mean,
Do you reckon there's some jealous people out there?
no, I think being Dutch is a pretty big help, especially when it comes to winter sports that isn't skating.
I don't think we can hear you, Twan. Do you want to go to? Have you got? Just a
Is
second.
it?
I can't hear you on the stream, so give me a second whilst I see if we can find the setting.
Okay. I'll see if I can fix it. But you can hear me.
I can hear you. Yeah, it's just I think it's the sharing options. It's not been ticked. It should be there should be all three boxes to tick in the audio section.
Uh, let's see. Oh, shit. No, I only have one box.
All right, 1 second. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. You know, IT, turn it off, turn it back on. Hmm. So when you go to advanced settings, do you have like audio sharing settings?
Wait, advanced settings. I
Yeah.
just go into settings and then go down to sharing and broadcasts and audio sharing settings. And I only have the include microphone audio in video clips.
Oh, so you don't. So when you go to sharing and broadcast and you go to broadcast settings,
Broadcast settings. I
yeah.
have no. I'm sharing and broadcast. I go in there and it says audio sharing settings.
Do you have broadcast settings just above it?
No, only screenshot settings.
Oh. Okie dokie. Because
Then
well, that's kind of sunk my battleship. Oh dear. All right, I'm not sure what we can do about that. Oh, that's annoying.
it's okay. Hear me now.
I don't think we'll be able to hear you on the live stream.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I'm not sure if anyone else can on the stream.
I'm gonna go to another user and I'm just gonna check my settings, but I don't think you can hear me. Okay.
No, all we can do is hear you very faintly, like you're coming through my headset.
Okay.
Right, apologies about all the technical mishaps here, but we'll be ready to go soon. We're still waiting for two drivers, I believe, anyway. But yes, we are here in Bahrain for round two of the HR racing. World Championship.
Okay,
Hello.
uh, I'm back. I'll send you another user that should be working.
Okay.
Uh, got it? Messenger?
Yes.
Just switch.
You happy to add me? Well, this is going well, isn't it? Excuse me a minute, what's I... Right. Let's get on with this. Yeah, anyway, we are here in Bahrain for round 2, as I've said it like 3 times now. And hopefully we're going to have just as a good race as we did last time. Absolutely outstanding performance from Hunter, who had literally... I don't think he had any penalties and come through to snatch the win in fine style. Even though he was third on the track, he drove the cleanest and won the race, basically. So, well, very early in the championship, but that means that Hunter leads the will lead the way in the championship. Second is Brader in the McLaren. Third is Remy, again another guy who was 5th or 6th on the track and ended up finishing 3rd. So great performance. We got Bill and Matt in 4th. Racer, who is not racing tonight, in 5th. Fozzie, who has been promoted to the Renault seat, and he will be driving. Yeah, so Fozzie, who was driving the Mercedes last time out, I think. Oh, I'm terrible at this. And then, well, he's a 4-time driver now with the Renault team. We also have, and to complete the top 10, our second reserve was Wesley, and he is back in again this week. Possibly. And we Robot Boy, who was left the championship, so unfortunate. And also we also have 9th and 10th was Nasty and Api, who is also, I don't know who I've just added, but it's not it's not Twan.
You got the friend request.
Yeah, I think I've added someone else. I thought it was you.
No, it's me. It's me.
Oh,
It's just another user. I'm trying to fix it now.
Ah, no worries, alright. I'm going to add your other account in, if that's alright. If I can find it. Anyway, yeah, back with the action then. There has been no action so far. Let's just get all this telemetry stuff on.
Okay. No.
Hello, let me see if I can hear you on the broadcast.
It should be on because I had the settings.
Oh, you have the settings now?
On this account, so.
I think it's still quiet, but we can hear you. So,
You can hear me. I can see if I can make it louder.
yeah, no worries, that's alright. Right then, here we go then for qualifying then. Oh well, we've hopefully got rid of all the technical issues. Twan, who's our one of the Dressauer drivers, will be joining us, I think, in Azerbaijan for round 4. He might join us the next week in next week in China, but you do have an international event, don't you? So which I think might be a good excuse.
We'll see. Can you send the link
Yeah, sure.
with my other user, and I'll just quit with my first one?
Yeah, no problem. I'm not sure if I can invite you there. Hang on, let me see if I can send. I'll send a message to one of the guys out there. And Bradders has gone fastest with a 1:27, and Fozzie has gone second with a 1:28.8 there, all driving on the super soft tyres. We're on board with Johan now, Jochen now in the Red Bull. Great race in Australia. He has a lot of pace, and was quite unfortunate to be involved in two incidents, as we got Dr. Surge who's on the racing line now. I'm not sure that's going to help Jochen now. I'm not well, it doesn't matter though, because he does a 1:26.6. That is impressive time so far. Apai, who has just done his fastest lap of 1:29.6 on the soft tyre. Just taking a look to see who is on a lap. We got Killerman on the lap. Dr. Surge is on the lap. We got Bilton Matt, who's also on the lap as well. We're on board with Bilton, who is in the Toro Rosso on the super soft tyres. We're on the final corner now. DRS is on the main start finish straight and also on the back straight. He was a bit slow to get that DRS on, and he's done a 1:29. I think that might have been his out lap. And Remy has joined us again. Oh yeah.
I have everything ready. I just need an invite.
No problem. I'll just send a message to the chat.
Yeah.
We got Ferrari off there. I think that was Smoke. Dr. Surge, and running cost his teammate Dr. Surge there a couple of positions. Okie dokie. Right. Hopefully, hopefully we'll get into this now. As Dr. Surge is now up into 7th position, he's done a 1:31. I think Killerman has just crossed the line on a 1:29.8. I've just asked for the group if they can invite you in, Twan, and hopefully you can get and see some of this action in a minute. And Bilton is on a lap. He is a second quicker than I think his previous best. Oh, going over the curve there. That should be alright as he comes across the line now. And what does Bilton do? He has done a 1:28.4. Sorry, 1:28.004. And that was his second lap on the super soft tyres. He must have invalidated his first lap. We're on board with Gunnar now. He is making his debut this weekend in the Mercedes, as he is in for Doctor. He's in for one of the Mercedes drivers. I think it's Doctor. No, it's Def someone. And coming into coming down to the second DRS zone. So Twan, what do you reckon about this circuit? Do you like this circuit? What do you think? We're in Bahrain. Yeah. Yeah. I must admit that one of the hardest corners for me in the entire championship, I think, is turn 9 and 10, just before the second DRS zone, as Gator Nation has just gone up to 10th position on the 129. That name is great, isn't it? We're on board with Hunter now. He was the winner in Australia. Of course, he was the guy that kept it most clean, and of course came out with that victory. And he is leading the championship at the moment. But there's a long way to go. We've still got 20 more rounds left, and we've got a lot of treacherous places to go to, including this one, Bahrain. And we just went through turn 12 there. That's a very treacherous wall. I usually end up in it quite often. And we're on board now with Hunter as he comes down to the final corner. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I'm hoping that's just some guys moving out of the way. And what is Hunter doing? He's done a 29.8. He won't be too happy at that time. I think he might have to go again. He's invalidated his lap anyway. We got Vesley, who's now up into third position on a 1:27.1. He is standing in for Racer, I think. Of course, Racer was very quick. Was a very quick driver as well in Australia. On board with Hardervark in the Red Bull. It looks like he hasn't got a teammate this week though. But Twan, you were saying just before we come into the commentary box that you like to have a wingman drive alongside you, don't you? Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be your teammate when and there was someone on the racing line now. Didn't see who it was, but yeah, it's nice to have a teammate, isn't it? Especially if you want to win the constructors, which is definitely one of my aims. Unfortunately, I haven't scored any points so far, and we're in like the 5th round. Oh, 4th round. Yeah, on the wingman, just not a very good wingman. Oh yeah. I'll get there, don't worry. Because I'm actually teammates with this man Hunter, who's coming across the line now, and he has done a 1:27.7. That's a much better time from Hunter. Dr. Surge again on the racing line now, and he is retired from the session. I don't think that's a very good thing to do whilst you're on the track. We'd like to encourage people not to retire on the track. They need to be done in the pit lane, really, as it's safe for drivers and the AI doesn't get in the way. Yes, he is. He's on. Well, whoa, he ain't on a flyer. I think he's just backing out the way.
Okay, when he comes.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, someone will give you an invite.
He's just sent a friend request.
Ah, no. And we got Hunter, who's getting off the racing line there as Smoke just comes across the second DRS activation point, and he's down the back straight. And we got no yellow flag in sector 2. We're on board with Smoke now. That is such a treacherous corner. To be honest, I always end up in the wall there. It's just even I take too much curve, not enough curve. It's just, yeah. And that's with running forward traction control as well. So just think of how some of these guys must feel who do not run forward traction control. And here comes Smoke now across the line. And what's he in through at the moment? He is last of the runners that have made a time, but he's in now a 1:28.8. That's a decent time. That's his second lap on the super soft tyre. That's a much better time. I'm not sure why Dr. Surge retired there, to be honest. He's probably going to feel a bit of the pressure now. And still in the pits we have Killing for Cash, Remy, and of course Sheffy, who is not allowed to take part in qualifying because he got a qualifying ban after last week's incident. So, well, just going through the parish notices, and the only person to actually receive a penalty is Chef. All the others was just kind of stern warnings, really. But it's a new championship. We was expecting action like that, and to be honest, I quite enjoyed watching some of what was going on. Hopefully these guys will probably have calmed it down this time, so we don't expect as much frantic action as we did in the opening race in terms of crashes and stuff, but hopefully more action in terms of wheel-to-wheel racing. And I think that was because Vesley, who's coming into the pits now. Toro Rosso seems to have a very strong lineup, either as racer or the sub this week is, which is Vesley. I'm not sure if you watched it last week's one, but I was predicting Toro Rosso to be the main challengers for the constructors this year. They got such a strong team, but hopefully you'll have something to say about that when you come into when you come into driving your Sauber.
I was about to say, you haven't seen me, right?
Yes, yes. So I'm hoping that you will take the challenge. Well, not with just the constructors, but also the drivers as well. At the moment, it looks a bit calm out there, apart from a pie who's decided to not even bother with turns 7, 8 and 9. We've got Killerman out there now. He's in 15th at the moment. He's in a 28.8. He's 2 tenths slower than Dr. Surge, who's retired from the session. He's still in this at the moment, because the guys that are getting dropped at the moment will be Killing for Cash, Remy, and of course Chevy, who's not taking part in this qualifying session. We've got 3 minutes to go, or 3.5 minutes to go, and I feel that Killer Man might be under a bit of pressure. Watching the Haas now of Remy, of course, a podium finisher in Australia. So everyone has basically done their laps, I think. Let me just check the old tower on the left hand side, and yes, everyone has been on the super soft tyres, so no one's tried going for the soft yet. But of course that will become more important as we go into Q2. Of course, remember, Q2 is where you will start your tyre, where you start the race on the fastest compounded tyre which you select, and ideally you would like to be on one of the more durable race compound tyres. What would your strategy be, Twan, in this race? Do you think the super softs would be okay in the race, or would you prefer to start on the soft tyre? To be honest, usually I would say it's a 1. Yeah, I'd say you go for the soft and then go to the medium tyre. That would be my strategy. But then again, I'm not very good at strategies, so. Yeah, it's a pretty tough call, but I think that probably one stop will be the way I'd go. But yeah, what do I know? I haven't scored any points yet.
As I've said, I just came back, so it's pretty difficult to me to say.
Oh, don't worry, there's something professional about me, so Oh, excellent! Oh, excellent! So so we're in the session now. Hopefully, then you go. So in the next qualifying session, we'll just go through what's going to catch your eye and stuff. At the moment, the thing that's caught my eye is your teammate, Killing for Cash, who has not actually done a lap or anything. He's just down in 17th position. I probably have missed something, like he's got a qualifying ban. But I thought the only qualifying ban I was thinking of was probably Sheffy. I don't think there's any reason for Killing for Cash to have a penalty.
Yeah,
No.
So,
Maybe he's on a late tea or something. But
I don't like that.
no, I'm not. Well, as we're on board now with Killing for Cash's teammate, as a Gunnar has retired from the session. Hopefully that's not a crash, and that's just more of a retiring in the pits. Because then, otherwise, if he's crashed, then that means he's going to be out of the session. And I think that's it then. No one else is on track. Remy is. I think he was just done a. Yeah. We do have Fozzie, who's also slowing down as well. So it looks like this session is over then. The only man that could have improved and got out into Q2 was a Killer Man, but unfortunately he's in the pits.
Remy, he hasn't got enough ERS, so
No.
I think he will finish.
Well, at least we have more cars that finish this Q1 than we did last week. Just to go through then who's out then. Killer Man is out, he's done a 1:29.8. Killing for Cash didn't even set a time, and of course Chevy, who had a qualifying ban, will start 18th and last. Is that his tactic, do you reckon? I think we do allow like all assists are allowed on, and then it's up to the driver's discretion. I think for this track I would have turned off pit assist because of when you come out the pit it fires you straight into the racing line, doesn't it? And it can cause incidents here. It's a very, very harsh turn one. Oh, Killing for Cash has just joined, so that's why he hasn't actually set a time.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Maybe just likes coming through the field.
Yeah.
So as we wait for the results then, so that's Q1 done and dusted here in Bahrain. And we're going to go for the results in a minute. So we have Jochen on a fastest with 1:26.6. I think that's a pretty impressive time. We got Brothers in second position. We got Vesley third, Remy in fourth, Harder Vark in fifth, Hunter sixth. We got Veenstra in seventh position. Eighth is Bilton, ninth is Fozzie, and 10th is Oh Nasty. Smoke just outside the points in 11th position. We got Up High in 12th. We got Gunnar 13th, Gator Nation 14th, and Dr. Surge in 15th. Very lucky Dr. Surge was there because he retired quite early on in the session. Out of Q1 then is Killerman, Chefy Monster, and Killing for Cash. He's only just arrived. Unfortunately, he's arrived 18 minutes too late. Right, Q2 then.
He was probably confused by the timings. We haven't said enough about when we start.
To be honest, I was very confused with the timings as well. I kind of just went with it. Right, Q2 then. We're 20 seconds into Q2. This is where, if you get into the top 10, you must start on the tyres that you set your fastest lap on. So this is where strategy starts to play out, ready for the race later on today.
So, they're already going out.
Very keen, aren't they?
The Toro Rossos.
Lionel Stern now. I'm not sure if James Key would be too happy about that. I don't think James Key actually is in the Toro Rosso anymore. He's gone to McLaren, hasn't he? And someone's gone over the white line there. I think that was Vesley. They're all very keen, aren't they, to come out on track. Brothers is the first man out, but he is letting the Red Bull go by. I think that's hard of art. Lovely on-board shot here with the McLaren. Twan, are you a McLaren fan, or what's your favourite team?
Well, on the game, it's
Oh, nice. You got your pick then.
On real Formula 1, I'd say Red Bull, Renault.
Yeah, I must admit, Red Bull is quite a fun team to be around, and I feel that Red Bull are less corporate than all the other major players in F1. Christian Horner, I think, has done a great job with the Red Bull team. Yeah. Because I think he's...
I think it's Rich and Ricardo. Scott.
Do you reckon you do well in Renault this year? What do you reckon about Renault's chances? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I would argue that that's probably one of the strongest driver pairs in Formula One. Leclerc, yeah, that's good. I'm looking forward to that partnership, really, because I'm a massive fan of Charles Leclerc. He did so well in the Formula 2 the year before he came to Formula 1, and yeah, he's just proven how much potential he's got. Hopefully he will not. He's going to either sink or swim at Ferrari, isn't he? And I hope it ended too early. Yeah. Yeah. No, he throws his tools at the prime, so to speak, don't he? I remember Mexico a couple of years ago where, well, to be honest, he did have kind of a point when he was getting held up by Verstappen, but yeah, he was a bit, let's just say, he used some incredibly rude words to Charlie. He was basically like he's the head referee, as you say. You can't say stuff like that to like the ref, can you? In football, anyway. So anyway. Yeah, yeah, when he's in tight situations, he just loses it, and that's not really what you want when you're in an F1 car. Anyway, going back to on track now, we've had 5 minutes of this session, and Jochen goes fast as a 1:26.8, it's 1:26.9 on the soft tyre. Again, a pretty impressive time there. We're on board with Fozzy at the moment, who is letting one of the Saubers go through. He's on the super softs at the moment. O'Nasty is also on the super softs as well, and so is Smoke in its own position in the Ferrari. But yeah, so a couple of drivers going for an aggressive strategy. I'm just trying to find someone who... Do you reckon you probably invalidate that, do you think? Or...
I think so.
And Killing for Cash has left the session again. We're on board with Gator Nation. Of course, he is from America, Gator Nation is, so I think it's probably about lunchtime over there. They're a couple of hours behind. And he has gone 8th fastest, again on the super soft tyres at 1:30.8. And we're on board now with Vesely, who's on the medium tyre. I think he's the only man that's on the medium tyre at the moment. So going for extra long, extra long for a stint. And we're on board with Dr. Surge in the Ferrari. One of the coolest cats in the on the grid in the Q1, because he retired quite early on, and he is not coming in the pits. He almost nearly went in the wall there. So Dr. Surge then starting his lap. Gone a bit too deep into turn 1. He's also on these super soft tyres. Into turn 4. This is where the track kind of like dips away from you. He had 2 bites of the cherry in that in turn 4. This is a lovely part of the track. I love these sweeping corners. Oh, they've back end stepped out there. That's another treacherous place on the track. If you go on the curb, you're going straight into the wall, which is quite a difficult thing to do around here, some people say. But I must admit, there are two places, and well, I don't know where he's going there. I think he's in the wrong formula. That's not the right pit. So Dr. Surge is having a bit of a nightmare first run. Hopefully we can get it together and get some lap time. I'm not sure if the super softs will be ready for another lap. We might have to go in and swap those tyres. He still has 7 minutes to go. So we've got quite a few people out there who haven't set a time yet. So we got Gunnar, we got Matt, we got Hunter, we got Serge, Remy and Apai who have not set a time. We do have 7 minutes to go, so there's still plenty of time. Gunnar has come out on the soft tyre and he is starting his lap now. I must have invalidated that one.
How did you say that?
Which one? I think it's a pie. Is that not right? Oh, is it? Oh, nice. A pie. I was struggling with that name in Australia as well. I was like, is that a pie? How do you say it?
He's Dutch, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Appy, is it? It's going to take me a couple of goes. Yeah, almost. Yeah, it's just my tongue got a bit tongue tied there, didn't it? I do a pie, yeah. I knew it was wrong when I said it, but it was the best. It was the best chance I had of pronouncing it right. One board with Gunnar now in the Mercedes. Of course, he's one of our reserve drivers, and he's gone slightly wide. He's in 7th position at the moment, isn't he, Aardvark? And Bilton has just gone second with a 1:27.3 on the super soft tyre. I'm not... that's not really the strategy route I'll go down, but yeah. There again, what do I know? Who's that? Oh, is that who's that? Oh. I tell you, Johan drove yeah, is it Johan or Jochen? I always call him Jochen, like as in, it is Jochen, isn't it? Only because I remember a driver called Jochen Rindt who used to be a great F1 driver back in the day, 70s I believe. And Dr. Surge is still cruising out there. He's causing a bit of mischief, I believe, at the moment. It looks like his AI. It looks like it's just his AI is just taking him around very slowly. So we're watching Remy now. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, Jochen is. I tell you what, he looked very strong in Australia. He was unlucky not to win, but I would also say Bradder also was unlucky not to win as well. But at the end of the day, it's not just about being the quickest, it's also about being the consistent and not picking up penalties. I must admit, I'm not one to talk. I'm awful at picking up penalties. I was in a race in Canada last night. Unfortunately, I only finished 9 laps. But in those 9 laps, I already had like a 6-second penalty. And yeah, I just kind of smashed it into the wall just before turn 1. Got on the grass. and just kind of had a time slapper and I was gone. Not much fun in this moment, I must say. And now here comes Remy coming across the line of 128.2, and he is now in 6th position. That should be enough to keep him in the top 10. Even though Hunter hasn't gone yet. We're going to stay on board with Hunter now, and of course the winner in Australia, leading the championship at the moment. He's on these soft tyres. Well, I'm quite surprised at these tyre selections. I generally thought that 90% of them would be going on the soft tyre, unless we don't know anything, unless we don't know nothing, or it's raining tomorrow, which I highly doubt will be raining in Bahrain, but you never know. I'm quite confident I can put my house on the fact it will not be raining in not be raining in the race later on. I'm trying a bit of oversteer there. I'm not sure if this. I think he's on a quick lap.
He's on a quick lap.
I was looking at Hunter at the moment. Yeah, he's down in 14th at the moment. He's got to get a shift on. He's in the drop zone at the moment. In the drop zone currently we have Smoke, we have Gator Nation, we have Dr. Surge, we have Hunter who is on a very untidy lap by the looks of it, and we've got a pie. I'm not 100% sure about that. I was going to ask the question in the group, but then I've had a day of being lazy, so I fell asleep, and I literally woke up about like an hour ago. What, an hour and a bit ago. But Hunter goes at 12th fastest at the moment. We're going to stay with Hunter because the pressure's on him now. He's just in front of his teammate, but he needs to get this sorted. Oh no! Wesley's second, is he? He's on the soft tyre as well. That is a mighty lap time, isn't it? I have a feeling that there's going to be some choice words between Hunter and Dr. Surge, because once again Dr. Surge is just crawling around in his Ferrari, and I'm not sure if he's just paused it or what, but yeah, that's completely ruined Hunter's lap, and I think that might be a penalty for Dr. Surge, unfortunately. Well, we've got 50 seconds left of the session. As Twan has just mentioned, Vesley has just put in a mighty lap. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do in the race, because he did race in the first race, I believe, Wesley did, but unfortunately he had a bit of bad luck. Unless I'm making that last part up. Here comes Bilton now. Bilton Matt, then, who is currently on the super soft tyres. He needs to get quicker time if he wants to start on the soft. And he is now just starting his lap now. We got Fozzie in 5th position. A very tidy racer Fozzie is, and I think he was thrilled to be offered the full-time Renault drive, and hopefully he can build on his incredible start to the season with a nice drive to 6th in the last race. Now here comes O'Nasty in the Mercedes, as Gator Nation has retired. He was... Oh, again, that Ferrari is just getting in the way. Gator Nation, someone's in the wall in the infamous turn 12. Well, there's some debris there. He might have just hit the wall and called it a day. And Apai is up into 10th position now, so he left it till late, and then he's come back on the racing line in front of O'Nasty. I think O'Nasty's going to have a couple of choice words, but he's gone up into 6th position. Even with a pretty... well, you can't really blame O'Nasty for that lap, because it was just traffic everywhere. We had the slow Dr. Surge, and then we had a Apai who was just come back on the track, I believe. It was one of the McLarens, and I think it was a Apai, because Brad is not on the track at the moment. We're on board with Venstra in the Sauber, driving your car, Twan. Twan is looking very good. He's on the super soft, but he's coming in the pit, so he will be starting on the super soft tomorrow. I'm quite surprised of how many yeah, I'm quite surprised how many people are actually going to be starting on the super soft tomorrow. later. I keep thinking it's proper Formula 1, like we're going to start to... I didn't... Thank God, that's the good thing about this championship. We don't have to wait till till tomorrow to watch the race.
There may be some rain.
Yeah. Oh, if there is rain tomorrow, then that just shows that I know nothing. And there's a Renault going right into the back of the Mercedes, and we've got a bit of a train here. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of stewards inquiries after that qualifying session. It was pretty messy towards the end. No, not yet. So we still got one more session to go. But let's just take a look at the 5 that have dropped out. We got Dr. Surge out. We got Hunter out. I think Hunter is going to have some very choice words with Dr. Surge. Smoke is out. We've also have Gunnar out, and we also have Gator Nation out as well. Remember, those guys that just got knocked out will not be starting on those tyres. And then the top 10 we have Jochen, who is on the soft tyre. We got Wesley, who's on the soft. Bilton is on the super soft. Bradder's on the soft. Fozzie is on the super soft. O'Nasty's on the super soft. Remy's on the soft. Vinstrad's on the soft, and that's it. You know, the screen got too quick for me. Sorry, Twan.
Didn't Jochen set his time on the super softs?
He did, but yeah, I think he improved because according to that graphic we just seen, he was on the soft tyre. But nor did I, to be honest. That is 2 mighty quick laps from both Jochen and Wesley. Who's your tip for pole then, Twan? To be honest, I'm not sure. I could say at least 4 or 5 drivers. I think he's just slightly off the pace, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he has any. He may pull out of the back now.
He might shut us up. But yeah, I think that's I think that's the beauty about this league, though, is I feel that anything could happen. As Mario Walker used to say, anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. And my God, that certainly did happen in Australia. To be honest, I'm usually completely wrong with my predictions, but I'm going to push the boat out, and I reckon that Vesley's is going to get pole position.
Yeah, I was gonna say Johan or Wesley. I think one of them. How has Fozzie done it up to now?
Fozzie's done really well. In his first race, he finished 6th in the Mercedes. He overcome a lot of carnage as well in the first couple of corners. I can't believe he survived some of them. What was going on out there? He's incredible. Yeah, unfortunately didn't get much airtime in Australia, but but yeah, he steered his way through a lot of the carnage. I would also say that Bradder is probably another one that might steal his pole position. Of course, our championship leader Hunter has been knocked out of Q2, and mainly because he was going for a second lap, and unfortunately Dr. Surge got in his way. Okay, now we're watching Hardvark, who I believe is the first man to cross the line. Of course, all these guys are on the super soft tyres because they have gained an extra set for Q3. And ooh, the back end trying to step out there on Hardvark. Who's that? Was that the Mercedes driver? Was it O'Nasty? Oh dear. So that's also a waste of tyres as well, isn't it? Because I have a feeling that he might not have another set of fresh tyres because with the amount of laps he's done. That's just a guess, mind.
He may only have 1 set of tyres left if he has been using a lot.
Yeah, because you get a free set of tyres, don't you? On this final session, like you got a free set of new tyres. So if you make it through to Q3. Which, to us, is a really good idea. They should have done that a long time ago. I think it was only introduced like a couple of years ago. I mean, we've had this knockout like we've had this knockout qualifying since 2006. Well, the first version of it, anyway. We've had like other various interesting concepts to it, like that one in Australia a couple of years ago, where everyone was knocked out, where like a couple people knocked out every 30 seconds, and Hardwired goes fastest with 1:27.4. We have got Johan. I know. Well, your teammate was up there for a minute, then Wesley's gone fastest. Now Jochen has now gone fastest. Well, I tell you what, he does 1:26.3. To be honest, 1:26 is, in my opinion, is pretty fast around here. I would love to get into the 1:26s. To be honest, if I got into a 1:26, I would just retire the car on pole position. Oh, I would just retire the car straight away because I knew that'd be a phenomenal lap. Just see how you match up. Yeah. Yeah, compare yourself and see how you're doing. Is it? I try not to do that anymore because I realise that I realise I'm not a very good qualifier, but I used to think I was pretty good in the race. But however, I must admit, my DNF ratio this year has been awful. So I don't know what I am anymore. I think I'm just I'm just like a Gaston Mazzacane kind of guy, just like here to turn up for the races. I don't even get paid for it either. What a shame. As Fozzie is on the back straight now, I don't think he's setting a competitive lap in. In terms of getting off the grid, or in terms of the result? To be honest, I felt in Australia they all got a pretty decent start. I must admit, I can't remember the start because everything just happened. And I've watched the stream back twice as well. No, I don't think anyone has made an exceptional start yet. I'm waiting for someone to like come into the comments now and say, well, hang on a minute, I was like Alonso in the Renault 2004, I just lightning. Well, I can't remember how the electric start. As Bilton goes 5th fastest as a 1:27.6. I think. Oh wow! Were they just braking really early for turn 1, or was it? It was just a launch, was it? Yeah, because 18 seconds is not a long. It's not really. That's just the end of sector 1, isn't it? So that is so. Yeah, so that's a pretty immense start, man. That is wow. I'm looking forward to seeing your starts, and obviously when you return in Azerbaijan, or hopefully you'll be returning in China next week, even though you have admitted it's not exactly your favourite track, but to be honest, I don't think China's a bit of an odd one. I don't think many people like China. 1:27.8 for Fozzie. Australia, those are the only two. This is a brand new championship. We've only had 2 races so far, so yeah. So even though you are missing the first 2 races, hopefully you can make. Well, I'm not biased at all, but hopefully you can make up some time in the next couple of races. Yeah, we're following the normal traditional 2018 calendar for our first season, and then we'll go from. I think that we'll go from there. We probably haven't been discussed yet, and I'm probably jumping the gun, but I would like to see a mixed-up calendar. Because Yeah, he's put in an offer of 1:26.6, and then just kind of said that was it, guys, and then just called it a day. He's done 3 laps on those super soft tyres. I'm not sure if I don't think he. Yeah, I was quite surprised by that. It looked like he just, yeah, that was quite odd, really, because I would have gone for 2 runs, personally. We're on board with McVicious now in the Mercedes. Comes onto the long back, onto the back straight. As I keep saying in qualifying, but this turn is a nasty one. And just like I say it, he's spun out. He hasn't got it in the wall though. That is I must say that was a pretty good recovery there from McVicious. But yeah, that is, as I say, a vicious corner. Haha, no pun intended. Anyway, yeah, it's that Drew, and yeah, he spun out. So shame really for McVicious. I don't. And Dr. Surge has left us. No, I don't think that loses it. It must have been counted when he was in the pits or something. We're watching a pie who's in the McLaren. His teammate is retired. I can just about get it under 8 minutes around here. And Apollo's on his fastest up now, and he's oh, and there's a South from Toro also behind as well, who's binned it. That corner's being a bit treacherous, isn't it? I think that was Vesley. I know. Yeah, it's really weird one, isn't it? Where you like where one lap you're fine going for it, and then all of a sudden you just like lose it. It catches you so much by surprise, and I think that's a shame for Pie because he will not be getting a time in, so he will be starting 10th. Who else is out there? We got Remy out there who is just finishing at sector 2 and is now on the 3rd sector. Yeah, he's got nothing to lose, has he? Really. Remy stays 7th. He does a 29 there, so that was a pretty poor lap. But he might be trying it. He might be all or nothing on this lap. Hardvark has retired from the session. To be honest, I'll be happy to get within a second of these guys. Some of them are lightningly quick. And we're on board with Jochen now in the final corner. Car number 6 in the Red Bull. He's took Nico Rosberg's number. Wow, a 1:26.3. That is incredible how he's not just done 1 lap but 2 laps in identical time. That is incredible. I was going to say, we was counting them out, weren't we? I think he'd be happy with 4th. I think he probably showed his hand right at the end of qualifying. And I think this is a lap that he's just cruising in now, doesn't it? Yeah, he is. He's improved. Oh, so 2nd row of the grid then. No, that is a slowing down, that. Yeah. And I think that's it then. Yeah. Not so the 9 minute set, sorry, 9 minute lap though, is it? So I think that's it then.
You see again, Milton speeding into
Yeah, I think they've all got the pit. Yeah, I think the pit assist is turned on. To be honest, I would have been. I probably would have taken it off in this race, but that's only because I've seen so many crashes in turn one because pit assist just throws you straight into the apex of turn one.
the thing is, they don't have to slow down.
Yeah, that's true. It does.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Because there's another factor in it. It's not just I got hit. It's like I actually need to watch out.
Yeah, you can just throw cautions to the wind and just literally just dive into the pit lane.
I've gotten almost in every single race. I've gotten like a penalty because I always forget.
So you're relieved that that's switched on then.
Well, I'm getting the grips of it now, so if I don't have it in this racing series and then have it in others, that's not good either.
Right then, here we go. This is the main event.
Go through the grid.
Oh, don't worry. We'll go through the grid when they do the formation lap. Yeah, because the last 2 times I've tried that, the screen usually disappears on me. I ain't quick enough. So it's not raining. So we were right about one thing.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's like a 0.00001% chance. Oh, well, it's not percent anymore.
I think that I read actually a couple of years ago that Bahrain only has 12 days of rain in total in a year. I was quite impressed by that. That's my use of stat for today. As we're just now waiting for the drivers to select their strategy, and then we'll go through the grid for this second round of the HR Racing Championship. I am joined by Tuan, who is the Sauber driver, who will be joining us hopefully for China, if not in Azerbaijan. And I hope you're looking forward to it, because I'm certainly looking forward to seeing you in action.
I am so ready. Which car do you want me to look at?
Do you want to go full of like midfield to the back, and so that I can
Like Fozzy, maybe?
yeah, about Appy I reckon would be just smack bang in the middle.
Well, I'll be having the anyway, another.
Yeah, because I must admit, there's a lot of action in Australia. Anyway, let's go through the grid then for this second round then here in Bahrain. We have Jochen on pole position, an incredible lap. Another incredible lap from Bradders as well, but it looks like Bradders kind of called it a day quite quickly in in qualifying, because he only did a couple of laps and then retired. Then we got Wesley in third position, Remy in fourth position, Vimstra in fifth position, driving Tuan's car. Sixth position we have Hardervark. Seventh position we have Bilton Matt. Eighth position we have Fozzy. Ninth position we have Mugvicious, and completing the top 10 is a Pie. In we have Gator Nation. 12th position is Gunnar. Smoke in 13th position, Hunter in 14th position. He is well out of place in that Force India. Expect a surge from him. Talking to Surge, here's well, Dr. Surge I don't think he's even on the formation lap. I think he's out of the session now. We got Killerman, who's got the Martin Brundle helmet in 16th position. Killing for Cash is 17th. No, he isn't. It's Sheffy who's in 18th, but he's gone right off the track already. So we've got two guys missing. We've got Dr. Surge and Killing for Cash.
I'd say watch out for Remy Mendes and Vinstra, because they were, what was it, 31 thousandths second
Yeah.
apart.
And also,
for them too.
and also just a quick mention on tyres. Everyone is on the soft tyres apart from Bilton, Fozzie, O'Nasty, and Happy. Right. And we've now got Sheffy, who's just joined the grid, so we've got 16 cars then, not 18. Here we go then. Lights out. And away we go. And we've got a jump start for Killerman already, so that's not a good start. So we have Johan is cut across with Bradders, and we got Vesley, who has just moved up to second position. Oh, we've had a bit of contact as well. Well, hard right, so we got contact. Oh no, it's one of the McLarens. And Vinstra's in the gravel. That's an appalling start. Oh dear, that's Did you see the accident in fall, Twan?
I saw it. And he lost control of the car and went in circuit again, into the circuit and crashed into Vinstra.
Oh well,
Or the other way, one of the ways.
well, that's a shame. That's a shame for both drivers. That is unfortunate, because both of them were inside the top 10 as well. So we got Joachim leading, we got Vesley second, third is Bradders, fourth is Remy, fifth is Bilton, sixth is Hardvark, seventh is McVicious, Fozzie in eighth, Hunter is up to ninth already, and 10th is Gator Nation. And the big movers in the start here is actually Hunter and of course Killerman, but unfortunately Killerman has got a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. So yeah. So lap one completed, and we got a 1 second gap then between Johan and Vesley already. So he's already out of DRS. Yeah.
Like he had a good start, but I think it was just slow start and then became fast.
Oh, is it? Into turn one, is that? No, not turn one, sorry, turn four. And yeah, Hunter's now up into 8th position. What an incredible start for Hunter then. As we've now got a battle between Hardvark and Fozzie for 6th position. Hunter we're on board with. Oh, and McVicious. McVicious coming in on the inside. That was a bit of a vicious move, wasn't it? Oh dear, my puns are going to get worse. And we're on board then. Yeah. Fozzie's up into 6th position. Nicely done. Wow. He's gone a bit wide there. Hunter's going to sneak on the inside. Oof. Wow. Oh, there is a crash. It's one of the Williams. And Killerman just steamed up the inside there. And we got Bradders, who's already got a multiple time penalty for cutting the corners by the looks, and we've also got a fast lap from Johan, and we're now on board with Killerman, who has got a drive-through penalty. No, he might even have a soft go penalty for the jump start, and he makes a late dash into the pits, and look at them all just coming into the pit. So then we're just following Killerman, number 70 in the Williams. We have got Hardvark in, who's in 12th position. We've also got McVicious in as well, and he's got a penalty by the looks. He's coming out on the soft tyre. So is Hardvark. Yeah, this is a great first opening couple of laps, isn't it, for Jochen? He's just driving the wheels off that Red Bull. Wesley is now coming under a bit of pressure from Bradders, who is second. We got Remy in 3rd position. And yes, all action once again here in HR Racing. As we're going to keep an eye on the battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th at the moment. Twan, do you see anything going on up and down the field at the moment, or? It looks like he's got a good run, hasn't he, coming into the start-finish straight. Ooh. Yeah, he's just kind of the back end stepped out there, and that's kind of ruined his momentum. And Remy's too far back to do anything about that. Yeah, good. I can catch my breath for a minute. So we've only got 15 runners then. Unfortunately, Killer from Cash and Dr. Surge did not take the start. And unfortunately, it's a bad day for Sauber as well. Your team not doing very well at the moment, Twan. Remy's still too far back to do anything about Bradders at the moment.
I think Bradders just get slow. Way too much
Yes, he's got a bit of a lock up there as well. He's putting the power down quite aggressively, isn't he? But he's still over the back of Vesely for second position. Even if he is driving, looks like he's driving like a Colin McRae car, the old superhero back in '95. Sorry, that's Riley. Getting off subject here. And we're back on board now with Bradders then, who is chasing down Vesely. This is the closest bit on track at the moment. It's going to be a drag race down to turn one, as we just had a quick glimpse of the leader, Johan. That is brilliant racing. That is absolutely great racing from both drivers there. I really thought that there was going to be contact there. And that's oh, he must have his ERS on full. There's Gator Nation struggling here, isn't it, by the looks? I'm not sure if that's lag or no. He's having a much better race this week than he did last week. Unfortunately, he was involved in a couple of incidents, and we got another 3-second penalty this time for Sheffy, who's currently in 10th position, and he's off. Oh, Bradders! He spun. Sorry, Antoine, but Bradders has spun, and it's in turn 12. He's doing the right thing. Yeah, Bradders, he's dropped down to 6. I think he's just trying to find a gap to come on the track. They're all quite spread out. And yeah, because Chef... But he's retired. Yeah, that's such a shame. He was struggling qualifying as well, wasn't he? It took him a couple of bites of the cherry to get a lap in. But that is such a shame for Bradders. His car turns off the track now and he's out of the race. That's one of the guys that we was expecting to be in the fight for the win today. We're watching Sheffy Monster, who's in 10th position. Killerman is in 11th, and we've got McVicious, who's who's actually in 11th now because Bradders is out. No, look, they dropped out before when it was on the formation lap. It's a shame for both of those two. Dr. Surge, I'm not sure if he had problems in qualifying or not, but he was causing a bit of mischief. The gap between first and second is now up to 4.6 seconds, with Remy Madness for 2.1 seconds back. We got Bilton, who is now 7 seconds down the road. He's on the super soft tyre, along with Fozzie, who's also on the super soft tyre as well. And we got Gunnar, who's on the super soft, and he's down in 13th position. Everyone else is on the soft tyre, and unfortunately, Bradders has left the session. That is such a shame. Hunter's looking very strong now, isn't it? Qualified down in 14th position. It's now coming up to the back of Fozzie in the battle for 5th position. And Smoke is now up in the 7th position. Gator 8th. Chevy in 9th, albeit he's slightly off the track there, which means Killer Man is now in front of him. and he's gone to 9th. Chevy is down to 10th. McVicious 11th. Hardvark is now gaining on McVicious. Both these two have just been in the pits, or were in the pits 3 laps ago. Yeah, no, I think Killerman went through, didn't he? And Hardvark is also through on McVicious as well. That was a bit easy though. And those super softs have been on for 6 laps now in Fozzies. How long do you reckon super softs will last, Twan? Yeah, so I think that's where he needs to get to. His smoke is just recovering after going very wide. It looks like he has spun it as well and has dropped down to 8th position. He is down. I think he only lost 1 position now, so he's down from Gator Nation. We've got some gaps forming then in the midfield. And well, we still have a good battle between Hardvark and McVicious for 11th position. This is just outside the points at the moment, but they are catching on Sheffy quite quickly. And we've got 3-second penalties. No worries. It's been not a problem. And we got Fozzie now, who's in the pits and has come back out on the soft tyre. So that was quite early. So I don't think he's going to make it to the end on those soft tyres, but what do I know? So Fozzie now out in 9th position, just in front of his teammate Chevy. The Hardvark 11th, who's just in front of McVicious in 12th. So Hunter now up into 5th position, and so we've got 2 men who is on the super softs at the moment. So that's Gunnar and Bilton. Is Bilton going to be in this lap? Well, he's 90 seconds away from Remy at the moment. If he's going to be following Fozzie's strategy, then he will be in this lap, because Fozzie's going to undercut him, I think, because the super softs are probably done. And Johan is just having a bit of a Sunday cruise at the moment, as we got one of the Toro Rossos in the pits in the background. That's Vesley is in the pits from 2nd position. Remy goes through. And Bilton in as well. So we've got both Toro Rossos in the pits here. And Vesley's out on the medium tyres. So judging from that, then the softs are not going to go all the way, which to be honest, it was quite obvious. And also on the medium tyre as well as the second Toro Rosso of Bilton. Is he going to go out in front of Gator Nation? No, he's not. Gator Nation comes through now and he's up in the 5th position. The American doing a good job in the Force India. He's following his teammate through the field. And now Smoke out in 6th position. Then we've got Bilton, who's come out of the pits now, and Killerman just behind him. But so Bilton out in 7th position, and I think he'll be going now to the end of the race on the medium tyre. Killerman in 8th position, Fozzie 9th, and Hardvark in 10th position. Sheffy is now down to 12th position. He has lost 2 positions, and he's got the second Mercedes behind him of Gunnar in 13th position. Yeah. I got lost there, and yeah, so now we're on board then with Hardvark, who's in the Red Bull. And now we've got the leader in the pits, who's on lap 9. The leader's in the pits then. So, why hello. So we just started the. I know. I always have a big bottle of water now with me after Australia. And Remy now takes the lead, and he's on 9 lap road at soft tyres. Johan has just made a stop. We got a safety car. Sorry. I'm trying to work out why that. It must be turn 12. I'm only guessing, but unfortunately, Gunnar's out of the race. Who was in 13th position, so we got a safety car. I'm quite surprised you have a safety car. Codemasters don't usually like. Yeah, to us, it's very good. It's very good for everyone, isn't it? I'm not sure about that one. So kill him on. Yeah, I would probably gone to the medium tires and gone to the end. They're very. That should get him to the end of the race, surely. And we're now on board with Remy, who's coming to the pits from the lead. Question is he going to get out in front of Johan? Yes. Johan is on medium tires, even though it does look like on my screen he's on softs. Oh, I hope he's on mediums. Remy's also coming out of the pits, but Remy is now down to second. Is Vesey going to get in front of him as well? No, Remy is out in front. He is. So Remy is now for the second, Vesey third, Hunter. There's a problem with the Force India pit crew. Is Hunter's trying to come in the pit. And oh no! Oh dear. Did you see that, Twan? I'm not sure what happened with the Force. I'm not sure what the Force. It looks like Hunter tried to come in the pit. Well, it looks like they've changed his tyres, so he should be alright. But it looked like it looks like there was a pit glitch. And they wasn't serving him, but Hunter's out on the white marked soft, on the white marked medium tires now. So yeah, maybe my screen was just yeah, I wasn't looking at the right thing. Smoke is out on the super soft tire, and Gator Nation is on the medium tire. Yeah, I don't think the pit stops are going to be over though, because I'm surprised how many people are on the super soft tires. We've got such a mix of strategy out there. I'm trying to work out if Remy is on the super soft or not. Oh, sorry, on the soft. It looks like he is on the soft tire. And Jochen is on the medium tires, even though it looks like on the screen he's on soft. So yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking. Yeah, yeah, they have to. Yeah, they have to use two types of compound of either super soft and medium or super soft and soft. So they have to use at least two different types of compound. And I'm trying to work out. I don't think Remy will have to pit again, surely, because he's done. This is the second stint he's on soft tire, and I'm sure he started the race on soft tire, didn't he? Yeah. I think anyway. I might be wrong about that, but I'm sure that's why I was quite surprised to see Remy on the soft tire. Yeah. Or we've had a severe collision with someone. Built-on Matt has been given a stop-go. Bilton, wasn't it? And Sheffield. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on out there at the moment. It's and now we got a 5-second stop penalty. We'll have to. Well, race control says that the safety cars in this lap. We've got a lot of severe collisions going on out there, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Yeah, I don't. That can't be right.
That can't be right. That can't be right.
And
back in it after the crash start.
yeah, I think that he's going to pick up some points.
I think he will get some points. May get a bit to even if it's possible.
And here we go then, the restart is on then, we're on lap 13 out of 29 then, we're just coming up to half distance then. So Johan has to build up his lead again, but remember that Remy is on the soft tyre. Oh. And then we're just going to... And now we got a battle for... Wow, what a restart in the safety cars. Fozzie's on 5 laps of soft tyres, isn't he? I'm surprised he didn't come in and just change. Oh, we've had contact. Oh gosh. Oh dear, that's not great. I only seen the end of that. And now we got Gator Nation overtaking his teammate Hunter, and I only seen the end of that. Looks like the smoke was slightly out of control going down that hill. Oh, and now we got some more contact. Oh dear, this is a messy restart. And Hunter has retired from the session. Australia's winner is out. Oh, that was Hunter's car, wasn't it? I think that was Hunter. I think it was Hunter's car that was retiring or something, and now Fozzie is down to he's now up to 8th position. Fozzie is. And smoke in the pits then. What he's going to be put? Well, he's got a penalty, and he's going to be putting the super soft compound tyre on. Well, I'm not sure. Again, I ain't going to go to the end. Pretty messy start at the start of the safety car, and Hunter has joined us now. Hunter, unlucky. What was going on there? We only caught the end of it. Twan had a good look at it.
Mate, honestly, it was like fucking dodgems. Fozzie and Smoke just were literally ram-raiding me every corner. Lost part of my front.
Yeah, he's joined us now.
Okay, I'll get up. Okay.
Yeah, no, Fozzie and Smoke were just acting as if we were playing around a fucking dodgem. So I lost part of my front wing because they decided to. I don't know if you've seen it, but I was just in the sandwich. And then Chef Monster decided not to brake whatsoever. So
yeah, I think Twan, you said that, didn't you?
There's going to be a few drivers not racing in China.
Yeah, it looked pretty messy. The safety car is because we had a lot of penalties as well in the safety car, like where everyone was getting where was having severe collisions. We wasn't sure if it was a glitch. Yeah.
Well, the one for Dalton Matt, the safety car, that will be re-looked at and probably given back to him because it wasn't his fault. Fozzie drove into the back of him, so I don't see why we got the penalty for that. But I wouldn't expect Sheffy Monster or Fozzie to be driving in China.
It was a pretty it was very messy.
Honestly, I was after the restart. Fozzie was nowhere, so I went to up the inside and I could get another.
He's just kept ahead there.
I think he's waiting for the start-finish straight.
I'm still quite surprised that Remy's on the soft tyre. Oh, that's a great bit of driving there for Remy. And now, but Vezi's got the. I think Vezi's got the momentum now, but Remy has the inside. I think that would have been. Yeah, Remy's got it because he was slightly. Yeah. Yeah, Wesley probably using up a lot of the ERS. He probably pumped up the ERS to overtake there. Oh. Well, Wesley's got it at the moment, but Remy's going to have another look now and going into turn 4. Reminiscence of the 2014 battle between Hamilton and Rosberg, but Remy backs out of it in the end. Yeah, very clean. Unfortunately, we can't say the same for the midfield, can we? Hunter, do you want to continue what was going on in the midfield? Because we struggled to keep up with it all.
Well, on the restart,
This is breaking point.
no, honestly, it was just completely idiotic. Fozzie, I got the run on Fozzie. I went a little bit deep into turn 1, so I concealed it. Smoke went through, that was fair enough. Got Fozzie again into turn 3, but hit the back of my car. And then going through the S's, Smoke went wide. I went a little wide, but kept it on the track. Smoke was one side, Fozzie on the other. They both turned in. For some reason, Smoke turned left, Fozzie turned right, so completely sandwiched me in. Managed to get through that, and then got through the DRS straight, and then I was turning in, and then I don't know if you got it on the stream, but Chef just didn't brake.
We didn't get on the stream, but I think that Twan, you caught that though, didn't you? You just said that Sheffy just drove into the back of Hunter.
He didn't. It was in the side. He didn't brake. So the thing. Chef Monsters just sent me a message saying, "Did I click it?" I think it was more.
And to be honest, I reckon he will get up a couple more positions as well, because been a great battle between these two, hasn't it, with Wesley and Remy. Really enjoyed this scrap here. Built and Matt is just a couple of seconds down the road. But as we've gone back to Venstre, I reckon that he will gain a couple more positions because of the fact Fonzie and Remy are both on the soft tyre. And Hunter has now left us, unfortunately. Very disappointed. The Australian winner out of the race, unfortunately. Some untidy driving in the midfield, to put it mildly. But hopefully, yeah. Yes, we're looking at the... yeah, I know, it's getting very tasty, isn't it? Oh. And... sorry to cut you off there, Twan, but for some reason, Wesley is in the pits. Is he damaged his front wing? He is. He has. He's gone onto the soft tyre. Four. Do you reckon a podium's on for him? Because I still think that Remy's got to come in the pits. I think it's been a great comeback drive from Vinstra. Absolutely brilliant. I think the safety car played into his hands, but yeah. To be honest, sometimes you need a bit of luck in this game, don't you? And I think that, yeah, I think it's been an outstanding comeback drive. So we've only got 11 cars left in this race. Pretty high attrition rate. Yeah, the battle for fourth position. Yeah, yeah, he's done 10 laps now on those soft tyres. I reckon he's trying to get to the super softs. That'd be the logical way of doing it. Don't you agree, Tron? Like,
It's possible, but his tires will be shredded.
yeah, yeah. I'd be quite surprised if Remy tries to go to the end on those soft tyres. I was quite surprised he went on the soft tyre in the first place. I thought it would have been a medium that was going on that car. Well, at the moment, they are all spread out at the moment, but let's just take a quick run down the grid as we're on lap 19 out of 29. We've got Jochen who's leading. We got second is Remy, who's on the soft tyre. I think he's got to come in. Third position is Bilton, who is also on the medium tyre. Then we got Vinstra, a great drive from him. He's been a very action-packed race for the Sauber driver, but it's doing superb at the moment. Falsey in 5th position. We got Gator Nation in 6th, a great drive from the American driver. We got Vesley, who's just come into the pits to fix the damaged nose. He is now in 7th position, but he'll be going to the end on those soft tyres with that pace. 8th position, we have Killerman, who's on the medium tyre. Then we have McVicious in 9th position, closely followed by Hardbark, who's in 10th position. And then we got Smoke in 11th position on the super soft tyres. Retirements are, we got Sheffy, who is still circulating, but it's not in his car. We got Hunter out, we got Gooner out, who calls the safety car. We got Bradder, and we've got Apple. So, excuse me. So, yeah, those. And he's coming on. He done 11 laps on those soft tyres, didn't he? So Remy will probably having the same issue fairly soon, won't he? Because he's 2 laps away from that. And we've got a great battle here. Oh, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? So we got. I'd like to see how many penalties are in this race. As we got. Yeah, and Hardbark having a look at McVicious now for 8th position. Fozzie is just behind these guys, who's on a fresh set of soft tyres in the Renault. Yes. I have to agree with you. Jochen has been absolutely superb in this race. He's had the pace, and when the safety car bunched everything up, we got a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, and Killerman is out, and I think I've just missed that in front of me. So apologies about that. Yeah, he's off on the right on the left hand side of the track. He's gone way off out of turn 12. I didn't see it unfortunately, but yeah, everyone who's now racing will finish in the points. Killerman out of the race on lap 21. Sorry, lap 20. That's a shame for him because he just.
Where's Racer, by the way? This race series?
He is, yes. I think he was. I think he was working tonight, which is a shame. But he says he's back for the next race, so we're looking forward to seeing Racer in there because I have no doubt that Racer would have been fighting with Jochen in the battle for the lead.
Yeah, I was driving against
Yeah.
really good pace actually in the race, but I would have won it because you had a lot of penalties, but my steering wheel didn't respond for time, so I actually said it was like 10 seconds or something.
I was racing with Racer in Monaco in the SNRS series a couple of weeks ago. He drove superb well in Monaco. When I started racing, I mean, I wasn't racing with him. The only time I was racing with him when I was getting lapped. So he.
I don't think Monaco counts.
It's like it's survival, isn't it?
It's
is whoever keeps out the wall the longest. But I must admit though, Racer did have very good pace in that race. So very impressive. As Remy is coming in and out of the pits, he's now on the super soft tyre, and we're now going to the end of that, to the end of this race, which means that Vinstra is now up into third position and is only 5 seconds back from Bilton. This has been a great drive from Vinstra.
What's happened to Bilton, Max? The gap is 18.5 seconds. About that.
I'm not too. I think Remy come in the pits, and I think Bilton was approximately about 18 seconds behind Jochen anyway. But what's in? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see. So Vinstra is
Yeah.
crashing the start.
Yeah, I know. It's been a great drive.
Really glad.
I'm wondering. I would be tempted to give him driver of the day, but I must admit, Jochen has done a superb job and has been faultless and has had no issue. Has just been bulletproof in this race, hasn't he? So
I think it should be between those two.
yeah.
Vinstra and Jochen.
To be honest, I'd like to give it to Vistra because he's provided us with some amazing entertainment. But I think that Jochen has not made any mistakes whatsoever, so it'd be harsh not to give it to him. But we'll find out in the chat later on tonight. Lap 23 of the 29 in this Bahrainian Grand Prix, and I tell you what, action galore once again. I'm glad that we've had a Twan with me to keep him on the straight and narrow because this has been entertaining. And I bet you're looking forward to driving in a couple of weeks, hopefully next week, if not the week after.
After seeing this, I'm pumped. I'm really ready for this.
Action galore, isn't it?
Do you think, I was just gonna say that also here in Shabba Wesley's really trying to
Yeah, no, I'm quite surprised by it because I thought the super softs, Remy was going to just catch up on Vistra. Vistra did go a bit wide out of turn 9 and 10, and he has lost quite a lot of time. He's now only a second. Yeah, he's made an error into turn 9 and 10, which has cost him valuable time there, which means that Remy is now hunting him down. He's now 1.6 seconds in front of Remy, with Vesley. Yeah, unfortunately, we've given the curse, haven't we? This is why we shouldn't talk about driver of the day until at least lap 29. Yeah, he is. He's coming to the pit. So, and Vesley is now back up into third.
Vesley has got the place on Remy, maybe? It's made it.
Yeah, he needs to get out of the DRS, don't he? Because Remy is on the super soft tyres. As Gator Nation goes up into 5th position. 6th position will be Hardvark. 7th position is going to be Vinstra, who's now, yes, he's come out in 7th position, just in front of McVicious, with Fozzie in 9th, and 10th is Smoke. Hunter is... is it... Yeah, I'm when. Well, Jochen's in the pits now from the first position. He's got a 20-second lead over Bilton.
Bilton may have to mean that Wesley's in a potential 2nd place.
Bilton is staying out, so this is going to be tight. Jochen is on the super soft tyre. Bilton Matt is now coming across the start-finish straight. He's fouled in Australia, and he takes the lead. Bilton has taken the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix, albeit he does have 16 lap old tyres, and Jochen is now on super soft tyres. But
The thing is, so he may. I'm not sure.
no, it's going to be a big ass. But I think in Australia, Bilton was saying that he did make a mistake by pitting towards the end of the race and cost him a couple of positions. But I think this is going to be quite entertaining to see. And we've got Vesely, who's only 6 seconds behind as well, and he's on them. Up the inside, out of turn 4, is it? It's ironic how all the action starts happening on the same couple of laps, and now here comes Jochen, sorry, on Bilton. It's going to be. Oh, it's a brilliant move, and Jochen is now up into is now leading the race. Bilton Matt is now down to second. Oh, that's a brilliant move, that is. Yeah. That's a good move. Gator Nation is on 14 lap old tyres, so apart from Bilton, he has got the oldest set of tyres on in the field. And here comes up McVicious, who is now in 8th position, and we got Fozzie, who is in 9th position. Since his pit stop, he's been a bit off the pace, Fozzie has. Hunter has rejoined us in the comms box.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just wanted to have a little bit of a rage.
Yeah, that's all right. Understandable. Judging from the footage that we only caught the end of it, and Twan did say that he got completely rear-ended by Sheffield. Oh dear. So that's a shame. Well, Sheffy is still circulating, but I don't think he will get a point, and as smoke goes well off the track there.
I've just checked my footage, and unfortunately the bloody PlayStation decided not to record anymore after it. I forgot to press it, so I ain't got any of that on video. So
McVicious has left the session, and well, I think that I think we're going to be very busy, the stewards, after this race. We got another safety car. I think it's too late. Yeah, I'm not sure if there'd be any need for it. Bilton is staying out as well. There may be a master stroke here for Vesely, because he will have the pace, albeit the two out of the men in front of him. Only Bilton is on medium tyres, but those medium tyres are 18 laps out.
Bilton's going to be in trouble from Reaney and Wesley now.
Yeah, he's going to be under a lot of pressure now. I'll be impressed if he can keep on the podium. And Vistra is in at 6th position. We've got Gator Nation 7th, Fozzie in 8th, and Smoke in 9th position. And Sheffy is circulating, but he's out of the race. So I say that McVicious will get a point. I'll be so gutted if I was Johan, because he's drove a perfect race. I can't believe that. If it come a couple of laps early, then this would have been a great final couple of laps. We never know. Hopefully it'll peel off, and we'll have like 2 laps of just attack.
Yeah, I think Bilton, Matt,
Yeah, I think that they probably should have. Oh, 6 cars in. Well, they haven't bunched up like a crocodile, but yeah, I think that it's still enough though to cause Bilton and Hardvark some concerns. And once again, Jochen slowing the pace down. He's just coming to pits that Jochen has, so he's in the box seat. So unfortunately, I can't see Bilton causing much of an attack really from Jochen. Here we go then. So this is the final stage of the race then. On lap 28 we've got, and already Remy is coming up. Sheffield wants us out. Yeah, he's been out for a while really. And oh, and Hardvark has just got in front of. We've got a 3-second penalty for Jochen there. That's his first penalty. Bilton's. And now Hardvark is coming up behind Bilton. This is for the final podium position, and he's going for it. Oh, and he's gone on the outside. That's incredible. Vesely now up into third position. Oh, this it's such a shame, isn't it? In Australia, Bilton said that he should have made a pit stop. Shouldn't have made a pit stop, and then here today, I have a feeling the safety car has come at the wrong time, and that's possibly cost him some decent haul of points here today. Well, back on board of Vistra. He's just pushing him up the hill, isn't he? Oh, and Johan. No, yeah, he's got to remain calm because he's got. So Vistra up in the fourth then, and we're on board with Hardvark now, he's up into second now. Yeah, just even before the DRS bar looks. So yeah, Vesely's now up in the second position. There's a 4-second gap then between Johan and Vesely. Remy having a good look for second position. Then we got Veenstra. Oh dear, yeah. No, a bit argy-bargy there from Hardvark. He's too aggressive, you say? Yeah, I think I only caught the end of that, but yeah. And but Bilton's having a whoa! That's a hell of a dive bomb. But Hardvark's tyres are a lot fresher than Bilton's. As we're coming, this is the last lap. I remind you, I can't believe it's the last lap. It's been an incredible race once again, and we've now got a bit of a queue starting to form behind Hardvark. Unfortunately, it is the last lap, and yeah, I would like this. Oh, Hardvark, that's in, oh dear, and oh my gosh! Okay, Fozzy's got damaged. And we've unfortunately missed the winner. Johan. Unfortunately, Bilton's also got a 5-second stop and go, which he did not serve, which has dropped him down to 7th position. What an end to the race. Johan wins the race by a second from Vesely. Then we have Remy in 3rd. Vistra 4th. Yeah, I think it was out a long time ago. I think when him and Hunter might have come together. I think that Sheffy just left after that, so Sheffy will not be getting the last point. I think that the rule that I think the rule on that is that because he's a ghost, I don't think he should be getting points. I think they need to be in the car. So what a race then for Johan. I think Jochen. I think that he's been outstanding today. What a race, H1. Oh, I'm glad you was with me today because I wouldn't have been able to keep up with that at all. Anyway, let's now run down the results then, as this is the final results of the Bahrain Grand Prix round 2 of HR racing. And Johan did have a penalty in the end, but I'm quite impressed with how many people didn't have penalties actually. Twan, we thought that there was going to be quite a few people that had penalties there.
I'm impressed, actually.
So Jochen wins the race. Second position is Wesley, third position is Remy, fourth position is Vistra. Great drive from Vistra after all the problems he had on the first lap. Fozzy in 5th position, Gator Nation in 6th, Bilton in 7th position. Unfortunately, he dropped right down after the safety car came out at the wrong time. Same for Hardvark as well, who's in 8th position. Smoke is in 9th position, and Chevy will not be getting that point. So it depends on what the rules are, but it might be Milk Vicious that gets the final point, albeit he was a couple of laps down. What a race. Oh, Twan, wow. Sum that up for me, please.
That's one way to sum it. Wow.
Yeah, I think that unfortunately though the only downside we have to say is that it got very messy in the midfield, and yeah, I have a feeling that we're going to be sending some parish notices out to a couple of the midfield drivers. Anyway, that's it for round 2 today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe if you want, and see you all again soon.